going to try to do this without breaking down. So anyway, most of 2017 has been one grand Iggy Azalea acapella concert level struggle. Some days my primary goal is to make it back home without backflipping in front of the train. Other days I feel like I'm wading through a pool, trying to keep a beach ball in the air, each completed work task, moment of joy, or act of self-care or self-love, spinning the ball up for a few extra seconds of relief. I'm thankful to be alive, with moisturized elbows, ankles, and knuckles in the face of hateful frigid weather, and here tonight surrounded by so much love, awesomeness, and graceful aging. But each and every day is a fight for survival, a tireless battle against self-loathing, coleslaw, and my inner hater constantly asking, what's the fucking point? A sister friend recently told me that I've been heavy on her spirit and that she's been waiting to get that call. And while I respected her candor, it sucked to hear. Her fears were not unfounded though. I do think about death and dying regularly. I do struggle with motivation, building myself up, and seeing all the good that other people see. As morbid as it sounds, dying does sometimes feel like a source of relief of deep pain. I have considered methods and who will be responsible for wiping my browser history, disposing of my jock straps, and making sure my collection of janitorial books and memorabilia has a great home. For 2.3 seconds during that conversation though, I did consider asking her, just in case, to be in charge of my burial wardrobe, because I can't let people's last memory of me be a boxy sports coat that I would never wear. Well, I didn't want to scare her. Being in survival mode for 2.5 years and scraping it together just enough each day to not project the struggle, to not look like the train wreck you feel yourself becoming wears down your body and your spirit. Being hypervigilant and unable to relax is not fun. Feeling like stability and peace of mind are just beyond my reach has been maddening. And I hate that it's often easier to bring joy to others than it is to bring joy to myself. Usa. A few weeks ago, I began a Reasons to Live section in my journal for days when I need a reminder or feel like I'm circling the drain. I don't want my parents to get that call, and I do still want to have a squad of bilingual, rice-loving, enthusiastic dishwashers with boundless creativity and wonderful eyelashes. I'm also yet to interview Janet Jackson, so I ain't going nowhere no time soon. But at the top of that list is Get Some Joy. Working on this project and considering the possibilities of combining tools that could possibly save someone who is where I was made me feel alive for the first time in a very damn long time. I'm thinking about the future and planning for next year and beyond. This is major because for a while, I didn't see me making it to 33, which, as long as I'm not attacked by a pack of rabid Ashanti fans between now and then, it's supposed to happen a few weeks from now, December 10th. Teaming up with Mario and Anisha, combining our experiences, strengths, and ideas has been an unimaginably enriching experience. I look forward to tinkering with this dream. It makes me feel a bit less spiritually ashy. Some weeks, I rely on a self-care checklist that tells me to do things like brush your teeth, wash your face, take a shower, go outside. But refining this vision and applying my brain power here, talking to and working with other advocates and folks committed to making wellness a thing, makes me feel like I'm gonna be all right. I hate that the need for such a movement to prioritize mental wellness among Black and brown folks is so great, but I do love having a vehicle to spread joy and make the world a bit less terrible. I know what it is to feel like your world is disintegrating, or like you're running around on fire in search of a hug or a bit of calm or some help, or like you're dying of starvation and all that's available is grits with sugar. The horror. Finding a therapist or support group or treatment program or rehabilitation facility or housing or financial assistance should not feel like running a barefoot marathon through a field of broken Justin Timberlake CDs. Finding inspiring, culturally relevant, informative stories of triumph and healing from people who look or live or love like you should not be like hunting for the anus mouth swamp donkey and Chiefs redeeming qualities which do not exist. So, with Get Some Joy, one aim is to make the search for a helping hand a little less terrifying. I want to make the realization that you need a helping hand a little less terrifying. Writing and speaking about my struggles, connecting with winners like you, and getting out of my room and out of my head reminds me that I'm not alone. And though it is a challenge at times, fellowship does lift me up. I say all of that to say that Get Some Joy is as much for me as it is for the rest of you motherfuckers. And I look forward to teaming up with you like Wellness Voltron to help folks get our damn minds right so we can continue to fight the good fight against mediocrity, misery, ashiness, and coleslaw.